So you're okay. We're okay with that. My husband's like, "Can I come through?" Yes. Here's the camera if you're wondering. Okay.
Right?
We're live on Bad Mom Jokes, but don't worry, no one's watching, so nothing's at stake.
Okay, I need to cover my breast.
Yeah.
What my
Actually, you know what? It's the internet.
breast.
No, I'm just kidding.
All right.
So this is my friend Elly, and I don't know if you guys remember, but she was in my very first Bad Mom Jokes video, and she was super pregnant, and you're on the other side now. I'm so happy to have you back. Yay! And this gorgeous baby. Say hi.
Hi. Arden.
We tried to get him to sleep. And here, I have a question about this. So I keep my daughter out of these videos and my son because I want it to be like my adult as I can get as a mom. But what do you think about babies? Like, can we just say whatever in front of babies, or are they recording everything?
My personal opinion,
Yeah.
I don't care.
You don't care?
I don't care if we.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same camp of like.
I know everyone say when you talk to your baby when
Yeah.
you're pregnant and you know your baby listening. Yeah, sure, but then no. I mean, I still say.
He's not going to remember it to the point where he'll repeat it.
No.
Like our kids right now are parrots, right?
Yes.
6 and 5 for you and 6 and 3 for me.
Yeah.
And whatever I say, they're gonna go tell their teachers out of context, and I'm gonna get in trouble.
Right. But this stage, I think they just like
They're like
the frequency of
Yes.
sound, the voice.
Yeah. Yeah, because I was
Doesn't mean anything to
concerned
them.
about that because okay, so I don't know if you remember this, but the movie theater in Culver City, I'm not remembering what it was called. They used to have this program on Monday mornings. You had Mommy and Me movies, but it wasn't a kids movie. It'd be like an R-rated film.
Really?
And all the moms would come, and like I think it was like at 11, and then right at noon you heard all these moms rustling, and like all the babies were feeding, and there'd always be like one pervert like hanging out for that, like for all the breastfeeding, like he's like, you know, it was like, why are you here? You just wanted to be like, we know why you're here, like get out of here.
Yeah.
You don't have a baby, you know.
Wow.
But anyways, yeah, totally movie theater.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Does it still exist?
No, I think they just continued it.
I would love that.
Yeah, and they would turn this, because you can't take a baby to a movie because the sound is so loud. It's bad for their ears, right? But I couldn't believe some of the selections. I'm like, you know, like violence and all of that. And it's like all of us with our babies, you know.
Oh, no, I'm not worried about it.
Yeah. He's like, I'm good. Let's do it, Mom. Let's go to the
Yes.
movies. Your mom doesn't, he's baby number 3, so Mommy doesn't have time for movies anymore.
No.
Mommy doesn't have time for poopy anymore or showers.
I forget what I took for granted, you know, when I
So
oh my
true.
God, I'm
it's
going
too late
back.
now.
It
You
is.
can't return them.
No, like I made an appointment for my teeth cleaning.
Yeah.
And then, I always do it during the week.
Yeah.
But now, and then while I was talking, wait, I have to do it on Saturday again. And then
Yeah.
my husband to babysit the baby. I'm back to square one.
And it gets so expensive. If you don't have your husband to watch your kids, it's $20 an hour. And even more for you because you've got 3 and a baby. They probably charge $30.
Oh, well, then we'll figure
If
it
you
out.
guys are like $30 for babysitting, we live in West LA. And things are just really expensive. I go to the grocery store to buy guacamole and chips, $9. $9.
$30 for babysitting sounds cheap, you know. Here it's just crazy expensive.
Oh, sweetie. Oh,
You not
sweetie. Now you're like, I'm good, Mom. Let's be done with this.
Yeah.
Would he go to Marcy or no? He probably wouldn't, huh? He'd be like,
No.
Mom, I know you're in the building.
I think I'm gonna take the pacifier.
Oh, yeah, let me get it. I'll get it.
Yeah. Let's try with the Pepsi, okay? I don't think you're hungry. I fed you before. I know.
fed.
Yeah. No, you're not gonna die out of my milk.
You're not gonna die.
You're not gonna die.
Elly and I, that's our whole thing, is keep the kids alive. Just keep the kids alive. Honestly, that's enough. That's enough work. And that's what this channel is all about, encouraging moms to do less. Because the truth is, and to an outsider, if you're not a mom, you might be like, bad moms. Like, you guys don't seem like bad moms. You're not drinking and stripping. Those moms don't get to care for their moms. Those are the moms that those moms can't care for their kids. Like, bad moms means stop trying so hard to be a good mom. That's what it means. Like, just lower your bar,
Right.
but keep the kids alive.
Yes.
You know,
yeah,
like
and
do
a
the
lot-
basics, which
yes.
is enough. It's way too much.
I was just told you earlier like, how my house was ransacked,
Yeah.
like a like boat, like I don't know, like a stormy boat.
Yep.
So mad, and I just keep telling myself, cherish the moment.
Yeah,
And then that's
because
my-
we're the type of people that want a clean freaking house,
Yes.
right? I want a clean house, and it tortures me to hang out in a messy
Yes.
house. But the truth is, your kids and your husband are just dumping stuff everywhere. Bless their hearts, they don't have the standard you have.
Yeah.
And you're feeling like a bad mom because there's laundry everywhere and
Yes.
the floors are dirty.
Dishes,
Yeah.
crayons,
Yeah.
toys, paper.
I remember
Finally.
when Raleigh was an infant, I couldn't even hardly get out of bed because you're nursing 24/7.
Yes.
And I'd look around the house and people would be coming over to see the baby. And I told my husband, now I know what the house would look like if I were dead. It's just so depressing to know how bad it gets if you were just gone. And I told myself, I'm like, you know what? The kids will survive it. I'm the one that has to let go, you know?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
You
Hi,
finally
Elly.
get to there.
Oh. I don't fall in love with every baby, but this baby and I are like, we're good. You're meeting so many needs because I don't have it in me to have another child, but I will gladly hold and hang out with you whenever you want. I will.
Yes.
I'm so in love with you.
He's pretty chill.
If you guys could see the way he's looking at me right now, I'm just like, oh, speaking of hearts melting. Okay, so kids are so cool. I have to share this. So I got my kids these like squishy Day of the Dead skulls because I feel like it's coming up, right?
Yes, it
When's
is.
Day of the Dead? Do you know?
Something in
October. It's
yeah,
near
ne-
Halloween,
near the
but
Halloween,
like before
yeah.
Halloween. Anyway,
Before, yeah.
so I thought these were really cool. They're like one of those blind bags, and my kids keep making them into hearts.
Oh.
And I'm like, oh my gosh, yes, 2 skulls make a heart. And that is love.
Yes.
And I'm just so impressed with children because they're like unwittingly teaching me about human nature.
Yes.
And it's beautiful, you guys.
Yes, kids. Yes.
And then Raleigh keeps being like, put them together to make a heart and doing it this way.
Aww.
I had to share that. That was like a big warm fuzzy.
Very
It's
innocent.
not always going to be warm fuzzy ladies and stay-at-home dads. I feel like I'll have a few stay-at-home dads. They're like, I feel you, sister, because stay-at-home dads are going through it too.
Yes.
They almost have it harder because no one wants to acknowledge their existence.
Yes, that's right. I have never talked like to. I mean, I've met so many stay-home dads, but we never talk like deeply. But I can tell like
They're
how
lonely.
they're lonely. Also, they did as much as we do and a
Yeah.
lot. And then they did it, you know. Not like my
Yeah.
husband, you know. If you let him staying with the kids, like basic thing, hanging around the house,
Yeah.
and let them starving until
Yeah.
mommy comes.
You come home 8
But
hours
then
later,
it's-
they're like, we
yeah.
need food. Daddy didn't feed us. And you're like,
Like,
yeah, that's not a
Like,
stay-at-home dad.
no.
Totally. No, a
But-
stay-at-home dad actually has to figure out how to feed them or they will
Yes.
starve. Yeah.
yes, and then they figure out like what to do today.
Yeah, like,
and
where
then,
to go,
It's just
yeah.
the way that we think, you know, on a daily basis, like how to enrich them and
Yes.
like.
I mean, I'll tell you, I do think stay-at-home dads still do it slightly. I feel like, I don't know if this angle is, whatever. Okay, I'll just do this. I can't separate my in front of the camera and my behind the camera. I'm often always thinking more about like what's happening behind the camera. So sorry, I'm constantly like back and forth in my head. So what I was saying is, dads do it though slightly different because I know a stay-at-home dad that also does stand-up because I do stand-up and he does stand-up and it's totally different. Like he'll just take his little his son was like maybe 9 months old and he's just like up there on the mic, kid in his hands at a club that's 21 and over, and where's the diaper bag? Like if he has a blowout, he has no plan for that. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like he's just
Yes.
he's just living on the edge, you know, just no food, no bottle. And I'm just like, if I did that, someone would call social services. I just go to an open mic and people are like, shouldn't she be at home taking care of her kids? I'm like, they have a dad. Like, he's good. You know, like
Yes.
he's taking care of my kids. I didn't leave. Like I left him in the locked car. You know.
I do sometimes jealous
Yeah.
to see those dads.
Yeah.
I saw one dad at Huntington Garden. I don't know if you know that place. It's a big place.
Love
and then
it.
this dad walked with his two sons, and the youngest like 2 or 3. And he had one diaper hanging in his back pocket.
No wipes.
No wipes. No changing. Like what I always bring.
Yeah.
No snack. No.
I mean, when I go somewhere, it's like I'm camping.
Yes.
It's like we're homeless and I'm camping, and people are like, "You need that much for drop off?" I'm like, "Hell yeah."
My kids will freak out if they want water and I don't have water. They're gonna like, "I want water."
Yeah, like we're starving in the Sahara. Yeah.
How he's gonna deal with that situation?
You know,
he
I'll
doesn't
tell you
have
exactly
anything.
how. Some mom is gonna swoop in and save him. You need wipes, sir? It happens to my husband all the time. He'll be out and like kind of fumbling around, and next thing you know, there's a flock of women just like so impressed that he's out with the kids by himself, you know?
No.
Yeah.
It's not fair.
If women see us struggling, they're like, "Oh, you've got this coming. You are not prepared. You'll learn." Like they just kind of stare at you and think like, "What a wuss. She's not prepared.
Like
what an amateur."
Like you're going out with a water bottle.
Yeah. Like how dare you? Yeah.
Yes. Like I had an accident before him. Like I bring chains, and sometimes you forget to refill your bag. And I have to let them sit naked in the car. And then my girlfriends are like, "Oh, next time put some extras in the car." It's like, no, extra, like more precautious events. Like, but I was envied that I saw in the car.
Just living on the wild side.
Like me, I have to keep the diaper clean. Like he just hang it there behind his pocket. I thought that was.
I wonder if the mom was in the bathroom with the diaper bag. Do you think?
No,
or was he definitely on his
we
own?
saw him around the park.
See, and this is the thing. If kids know you're not prepared, they will survive you. You know, like I feel like when you do less, your kids toughen up. So in a way, it's a win-win. You know.
Yeah,
like
maybe.
If your kids know you're not going to always carry. I always carry the water because I'm so fearful of dehydration. That's like one of my worst fears.
Yeah.
But if they know they have to drink it before they leave, or they're gonna have to wait, like, or
that's right.
You know, like I was thinking about my dog Domino. Okay. She doesn't like her food, but she eats it because she knows I won't feed her anything else, right?
Yes.
And she waits all day, and then she just eats a little bit because she has to. She does it begrudgingly. I'm like, what if I did that to my kids? Like, at what point would they be so hungry that they just eat the lasagna or whatever I make? You know? Instead of being like, sugar tortillas tonight, or you know, bagels and cream cheese. Like, they just get they're so spoiled that way because I, as a mom, want them to eat. So I'm like, you need to eat
now that my kids are older, now we can communicate, you know, and then I, of course, tell them the reason, and they can explain. Like going bathroom, like one of them like, no, okay, when you want to go bathroom, we're going on the way home, we're gonna keep that pee until we get home. It's gonna be traffic on the way, blah blah blah. Same with the food, with dinner. And then Gunther, like my husband, I should not say his name,
but he won't watch. They don't have the patience for this. When we talk, they just hear.
That's right. He said, like, I don't like it when my mom does that to me. Fine, make her food. I say, he will make it once, twice, 3 times, and then after that, I'm like, you know what, Eileen, you eat whatever mom cook.
Nice. Yeah, because that's what I've been doing, and it's such a royal waste of time. I am just in the kitchen to order, you know, making whatever everybody wants, and it's a waste of my time and energy.
Right.
I need to stop doing that, but I haven't. Well, especially so my daughter was diagnosed with diabetes, and so now I feel so bad about that. Like I have to give her finger pricks and shots. Now I'm just like, whatever, you know. I'm trying to keep everything as up as possible, but at some point I need to be like, no. Like, this is what I made. This is what you're gonna eat. Yeah, I've been thinking about that a lot
Some
this week,
point,
actually.
yeah.
Yeah, I have an Instagram for BadMomJokes. It's at BadMomJokes, and I've just started putting things on there. And there's a video I'm gonna make that's going to make fun of that. Like, have you seen the mom that does all the little fruit sculptures and food sculptures?
Yes.
And so I'm gonna do this like video with like classical music of her, and then all of a sudden cut to me with like a bowl of mac and cheese and be like slop it in and be like, you're gonna eat it because it's what I made. And they're like, oh, you know, that's like gonna be my like F that. I'm not doing food art with my life.
No.
Like, sorry kids. Like,
no, right. You you decide if you are hungry or not. You eat whatever it is.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Oh my god, like that
man.
flour, carrots, and caterpillar sandwich.
No, come on.
No.
Come on, Mom.
Who does that?
Toughen up.
Yes.
These kids don't run our lives.
Grown-up food doesn't have caterpillar on it.
No, I know. I get why it's trending because it's beautiful and it makes moms feel really guilty. And for some reason, we love feeling guilty. So we'll watch things to feel the emotion of like, I'm not doing enough. You know, that's what Pinterest was created for. Just like make us feel bad about ourselves. That's what I'm convinced.
Yes, and those Pinterest. That's right.
I'm like, no. Like I dread the birthday when I have to plan the birthday parties. I'm like, I have to go in there. I have to go into Pinterest and figure out, because it's helpful, you know, it gives you ideas that are smart, but then it's like, I don't want to feel bad about myself today. It's a total lie. Yeah.
It is. They're probably doing like 3 different birthdays, so they mix.
It's they're getting paid. It's their job, you know?
Yes.
They have a nanny that's taking care of their kids while they take food art photos.
Right.
That's the reality. I mean, look how hard it is for me to do one live video once a week. Raleigh's like, come play with me. You know, it's almost near impossible if you're a mom.
My kitchen got ants attacks because I left the dishes so long.
Oh, I hate ants so much.
Me too, because of the pumping, the bottle is like the attraction. But then, like, you know, I have to leave them. It's just, and then we have this meeting with the video thing. I have to get out.
That happened this morning?
Yes, this morning. No, because, you know, I need...
Thank you for coming.
If I stay home, all I do is
You're
just
like,
cleaning
I'm
up.
battling ants. I can't make it.
But it's good, you know, it's just because, like I said, if I stay home, all I do is just cleaning and cleaning.
That's it.
And then after the video shot, I feel better because I talk to grown up.
Yes.
You know, we talk about something in common.
I know, that's what I was thinking.
It always feels good.
Because here's the thing, I keep wanting to make content for moms. I keep wanting to inspire moms and help moms just feel less guilty, do less, the whole thing, dare to be a bad mom. Even though we know we're not bad. It's not like we're sitting here like getting high and not going to pick up today, you know.
Right.
That sounds amazing. But moms are too busy to even watch this video. That's what's so crazy. We're so freaking overworked and busy. We can't even partake in the conversation. So then I was thinking, well, maybe moms could just watch this while they're doing the dishes or folding laundry, just like have it on in the background.
Like you're not alone.
Yeah, you're not alone. And it might seem like we're losing a lot of battles as women right now. Okay, let's just say it, the lightest version of what's happening. And it seems hopeless sometimes. But there's so many of us out there that want more of our lives than just to be like domestic slaves, basically. We love our children.
Yes. Yes.
But it's enough is enough, you know, like,
Yes.
I could,
Every day my husband would ask me, like, how are you doing? You know, like, oh, there's so many things to do. I wish I could just hang out with this little guy and not do the rest stuff.
Totally. Like, the only women
hard.
That have the luxury to do that are multimillionaires that have a nanny, a cook, a maid, and a scholar. And I say a scholar because part of this is teaching your kids. Part of a mother's job is the homework and the conversations and the enrichments. And those of us that realize that, because all of those things is a mom, all of those jobs, you know. And just one of those jobs is full-time. You could prioritize a clean house and completely neglect your kids.
Yes.
You could prioritize the enrichment, which I do, and then not know how to feed them. That's totally me. I told Jesse, I have every angle of motherhood down except the nutrition. Like, that is just,
Aw.
It's my thing where it's just I hate going to the grocery store. I hate meal planning. I hate that my kids won't eat what I make. Like, I'm just.
It's my everyday struggle, like at night,
So
like
much
in the morning. No, after we eat dinner,
Yeah.
oh, what am I gonna cook for dinner tomorrow? That
I do it an
question.
hour before. What am I gonna cook right now?
That is how worried I am.
Yeah.
Maybe I thought
Yeah.
like if I think early enough, maybe I can go grocery the next day.
Yeah.
But the answers never come until you dinner time and you
That's how
stand
I
in
am.
front of the fridge.
Like, yeah, I look in the freezer. What
and
can I heat up? Right now, I have a broken oven. So I'm like, oh, everything's like frying pan. It's like I'm a bachelor feeding a family. Yeah.
Yes, it's the same.
Yeah.
It's like, and
Yeah.
I look around, can we eat cereal tonight?
Right? Well, my kids love cereal so much. I
Ah.
finally have told them only during breakfast.
Mm.
Because they will try to eat that for every meal, and I know that's not healthy.
Ah.
So now cereal is only at breakfast time, and they do it every morning. And I mean, honestly, Raleigh shouldn't even be having cereal,
Yeah.
but she keeps wanting sweet things, so you
Aw.
know we're dealing with it. But yeah, oh, he's falling asleep. Oh my gosh, you guys. As much as this is so hard, every mom knows we sound like we hate what we do, but
No, we want to do everything. It's just
yeah,
that the
it's just
time
there's not enough of us.
and the energy.
Yeah,
Hey, my husband
yeah.
staying with me for like paternity leave.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, like he does when I stay home. He drive the girls to school in the
Mhm,
morning,
mhm.
pick them up,
Mhm.
and bring them to swim lesson twice a
Mhm.
week. And you know what he said? In like before the pickup, like, oh, is it time to pick up the girls? Like, yes. And then after we got home from the
Yeah.
swimming class, oh, I'm exhausted. Yes. Imagine that.
But you're
With-
doing everything
With cooking,
with a baby.
cleaning
Yeah,
up,
yeah,
organizing the school,
yeah,
homework,
yeah.
and grocery shopping.
And with a baby.
yes,
you're
the
doing
baby,
it with a baby.
and dealing with the emotion.
Yeah.
Imagine
And
that.
then, because when they
in
go
one
back
day.
to work, he's gonna go back to work, and within a week he'll have amnesia, and you'll be like, "I'm so tired," and he'll be like, "Why? What'd you do today?"
Yes, I'm just waiting for that moment.
Like,
I'm just
when-
gonna slap him with my. No, my.
when someone that has no clue, because either their mom neglected them, or they've never talked to a mom, or they've never been with kids, and they say like, "What do you do all day? You must
I'm
have
so-
so much free time." I just want to be like,
Yes.
yeah, between the hours of midnight and 4 when I get to sleep, that's my free time. Like 4 hours a night. Yeah.
Yes, these guys. Every Friday he would text me.
Yeah.
Yay, Friday afternoon.
Yeah.
It's almost weekend. Yay.
Yeah.
Yeah. What does it make any difference to me?
The weekend's even worse because like the weekend's nice because I can be a little more laid back, but my husband, like on a Saturday, love him, but on a Saturday, middle of the day, I'll be like, "Where's Jesse?" And then I find him in our bed. He's like, "I just need a nap. I'm just so tired. I just need to lay down." I'm like, "You need to lay down. This is my break. Like, you go take care of those kids, you know?"
I know. In a weekend, like, take things easy for him.
Yeah.
He gets up later.
Yeah.
He lay on the couch looking at the phone. Like, yeah, let's switch place.
Yeah.
I need to.
That's why, honestly, I don't even think I'm very good at stand-up, but one of the reasons I do it is because I'm just like, I'm out. You
Yeah.
figure it out. I'm not going to tell you how. I'm just going to leave. Like, the other night I left at 6:30. He's like, "Wait, I thought your mic wasn't until 9:30. I'm like, "I'm out. I'm going to go
Yes.
to an early mic." Like, and just run out. I just run like the house is on fire. Like
whatever.
And people wonder, like, why is this mom so excited to be at this sad open mic in the middle of the night at a dive bar in Van Nuys? I'm like, because I don't have 2 kids screaming at me right now.
And interrupting you.
Yeah.
And like
Every 5 minutes.
and they're emotional. Like the emotion. Like you have to deal with
Yes.
it. I have 2 girls. Like, no,
So
you
you get
didn't.
screamed at all day long.
Yes, and I feel like the judge all the time, and
Yeah.
I hate doing that. I hate being the middle of it.
Yeah, because they go back and forth.
Yes,
Yeah.
and I'm like, she did this, I did this, like,
Yeah.
Like, who
My
should I
mom
trust?
was always really good about that because I was always fighting with my younger brother.
Uh-huh.
'Cause we were just 2 years apart. Your girls are 1 year apart, so
Yeah.
they really are at it. My mom would just be like, "Well, you guys just are gonna have to work it out." Or
No.
she'd say things like, "Well, what would she say?" She had all these great one-liners. She'd be like, "Well, you're only hurting yourself," or like she just always put it back on us. She never picked sides. She just would always, like, we'd be like, "Oh, I'm so mad at you," and she's like, "Oh, how does that feel? You're really mad at me. I know you don't really mean it," and you'd just be like, "Oh," like you couldn't penetrate her like ability to throw it back in your court. You
I've
know?
been doing sarcasm at home. When the girls are arguing each other, I just say, "Oh, you guys love each other so much."
Mm.
And he's like,
I bet
"No,
that pisses
we
them off.
didn't.
Yeah.
No, we're not." Oh God, I wish.
Yeah.
You know what? What is the love about?
Yeah.
It's like, or
Yeah.
sometimes I did that too.
Yeah.
You know, when like they start walking towards
Yeah.
me, I hear the footstep, and just like stop,
Yeah.
go back.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear anything.
Well, she would give us a timeout where we had to be in the room until we figured it out, and
Yeah.
then we could come out.
Yeah.
And I'd look at my brother was strong, so I'd look at him and I'm like, I'm not doing a thing because if he hits me, it's gonna hurt. So I'd just be like,
Oh,
we
I
just
see.
sit there and stare at each other, you know?
Yeah, there's another thing of being mom. Like, I
Yeah.
feel bad by putting them away, like
Like
telling
they're
them
gonna
to
hurt
go
each
away.
other?
No, because like I should have helped them. I feel like I should have them communicate,
Right.
like between
Yeah.
the two, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. If
But
I'm
then-
honest, sorry.
Yeah. But then I cannot do it all the time.
Yeah,
So that's
it's
why
so
like
exhausting. Yeah, if I'm honest, what I probably, like what I do is I sit down at their level, and this is when you put your good mom hat on.
Yeah.
I sit down on their level and I say, I identify what one person's feeling and I identify what the other person is feeling.
Yes.
And so it's like they each feel acknowledged.
Yeah.
I have to say that Raleigh often gets to win because she's the little one, and unfortunately Declan's 3 years older, so he often has to be the more patient one. And I just tell him, you know, it's just part of the responsibility of being the older one. There's perks, there's
Yes.
good things about being the older sibling, and then there's things that are really hard, you know? So,
Yes.
and Raleigh has her issues too, but it's so tricky because,
Yes.
oh,
Yes, I know. Now that the girls, the older they get, you know,
Yeah,
I feel like
more
the age gap seems lesser and lesser.
yeah,
for me, so I
yeah.
can
Oh, they'll be
restrict
like
them,
twins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember. Let's see what happened with this guy. I'm
Did
gonna
we
be
wake
on
you
your.
up? Did we wake you up?
No,
Oh my gosh,
he loves
he's
noises.
so precious. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see, we talk.
Yeah,
and
it
he's calm.
comforts him. Yeah.
Like,
He loves hearing mommy's voice.
somehow he would sleep when I argue with my husband.
It
Because
comforts
he
him.
just-
He's like, that's a familiar sound from when I was in the
Yes, it's
womb.
loud. It goes up
Everything's
and down.
the way it's supposed to be. They're screaming at each
The
other.
voice is banging around the wall.
Yeah.
It's like, oh.
Oh my goodness.
And then I told my husband, like, you know what? Let's argue more often.
Anything to get a baby asleep. Anything. It's amazing what you'll do just to get the baby to sleep.
Oh, God.
So tell me, how was your delivery?
It was okay.
Yeah.
You know, it was, yeah. And then my first two I delivered, I don't know why I always ended up with a lot of people in the room in the delivery
Was it
room.
a teaching hospital?
Yes.
UCLA.
Yes. So, you know, they ask, and I always want to support science, you know, education.
Yeah, but when it's your vagina
I
on
know,
the line.
I know, but I feel like, I know,
I'm so glad I didn't deliver
feel,
there.
I feel like I want to support the
But
the
it's
thing.
so hard.
I don't know, and then I did that too, and then I went to the different hospital.
Oh, you went
this
to St.
one.
John's. How
Yes,
was
I
it?
did, and it was just my doctor,
Yes.
the nurse, and my husband. It
Yep.
felt like very intimate.
Yes.
It just feels like about
I was
me.
like in love with my nurse for Raleigh.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
just feel like about me
She's
and the
great.
baby. It's just
She was
like,
even kind of like, Dad, we don't need you. We got this. You know?
Oh, really?
Yeah, Jesse
Yeah.
barely saw her, like, even come out. Like, everyone was like, even the doctor walked in and it's just like, boop. Because the
Wow.
nurse did everything.
Wow.
Yeah, she was great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had an epidural, and then they said
Yeah.
like, you know, wait until he
I did
gets
too.
really low.
Yeah.
But then I felt it, you know,
Yeah.
like
Did
pressure.
they have to induce you at all?
Well, when I get to the hospital, I already dilated 9.
Oh,
but
shit.
then but he was up. I didn't even know if that's possible.
You were dilated, but he had not dropped down.
Yes,
He was not on board with your body. That's I think that must be rare. I mean, obviously it's possible it happened to you, but I've never heard of that before.
This is another thing that I learned, like, God, the story of birth is gazillion of them that could happen,
Yes.
It's not just...
And it's incredibly dangerous. Like, people tell me, like, oh, you're going to have more kids. I'm like, yeah, huh. Are you going to let someone shoot you and see if you bleed to death? Like, it feels like that. It feels like you're going into a battlefield and you may or may not come out the other side. And now, because of modern medicine, you've got a much better shot at it. But it's still, people still die in childbirth. It's incredibly dangerous.
I know. It's just like, oh my, like, it could go wrong in many, many ways.
Yeah.
And all I had this plan was just like, I didn't know that when you dilated that big and your baby didn't drop.
That it's dangerous?
I thought when you dilate that much, that means the baby is closer.
Right.
But it's not the case. It wasn't the case.
Like your body's like, let's go, and the baby's like crawling back inside you.
Yes, it's like, and then I had to get induced to
get him to
down.
Go. Yeah.
But yeah, the pushing moment was just like 20 minutes.
Oh, that's
It wasn't bad.
Yeah.
It's just that I had to wait long.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah, I mean, usually the actual final push hopefully isn't too long. Yeah. When people say they're in labor, it just means that the process has begun and you're having contractions and pain, and it can take a while to get to that point where you finally push. Yeah.
And tell you another truth is, like, I forget how painful it was. I mean, I've delivered vaginal with Aura.
Yeah.
I totally forgot how it felt.
Yeah.
And then I had him, like, oh shoot, it was really hard.
Yeah.
And then they put him on my chest.
Yeah.
I didn't even care about him so much because I was so in pain in my bottom.
Yeah.
Like, ooh.
Yeah.
Like,
I know. I know, even with the epidural, right? Because it's not. Yeah, it's not foolproof. They sometimes dial you down so you can feel and you can push. And
I think when you deliver,
so
I don't know. Maybe when you're in an active labor, when you start pushing, I think they start cutting the epidural, so you felt the contraction and all that.
Because you have to get the baby out, and if you're not motivated to get that baby out, you're just like, I'm good. Like, no, you're not. The baby needs to come now. Yeah, I had no idea. And that's the thing, like, I don't think women have any idea. I think it's like this collective thing where we're supposed to lie to young women that haven't had babies so they will get pregnant. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I don't know what I would have done with all that information anyway. But then when you go through it, you're like, wait, what? Like, I get an epidural, I think I'm in the clear, and then you're going to take my meds away from me and I have to feel this? You know, like...
And no one can describe how painful it is. It's not like a ripping skin. It's not like that. It's just the whole stomach thing, and in your bottom is it's just...
It's insane.
I know, just...
Yeah, and people probably think, oh, well, so many women do it that it must not be that bad. But it's like, there's got to be a better way to get people on the planet. Like, there's just got to be a better way.
Yes.
Like, I don't know how.
Right. Yeah.
This is the design of our bodies, but it's pretty effed up. I won't lie. Like, it's...
But another thing that came to my mind, like, sure, the birth was painful, but having the kid is much more painful. I mean, having it, taking care of the kid.
Well, there's two different things. There's the, like, passing through the ring of death and having a child, and then there's the endurance and marathon of taking care of it for the rest of your life.
Yes.
You know, and I mean, really the rest of your life, because it will emotionally mess you up for the rest of your life, because as a mom, you feel responsible for everything.
Yes.
You know.
And then ever since I get kid, like, if I knew how hard is it to have kid, I don't think I'm going to have one.
Really? You think so?
It's so hard.
But you've done it 3 times, so you know.
Yes, that's how nature works.
Yeah,
I found out I'm
that's
pregnant.
true.
I didn't plan it. Every time we talk about termination, I've always cried, even though I didn't know what I want.
Yeah.
It's just the nature
and that's what's so crazy. Like, you are one of the best moms I know. Like, if anyone can do mom, it's Elly. She's such a good mom. No, really, you are a rock star mom. You are. You've got the skills. And even still, she's like, maybe not. You know what mean, like, that's how hard it is.
It's
Now,
hard.
some women, I think if you do go back to work, I think in a lot of ways you do stay more sane because you're not doing it out, like in and out every hour of your
Yes.
life, literally through the day and through the night. I think it has different challenges, but it is a way to escape and go back into the adult world. I mean, I don't know,
Yeah.
but it's tricky because women are losing a lot of their rights. And so, you know, we'll see hopefully women can keep their jobs while their babies come, you know.
Yes. Have you seen this news?
America.
Yeah. Have you seen this news? The New Zealand Prime Minister took her baby to the UN Assembly.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, interesting.
She took her 3-month-old baby to
Yeah.
the UN meetings.
Yeah.
And she brought her husband with her.
Yeah.
She breastfed the baby in
Wow.
in that meeting.
Yeah.
So
Did they
and then-
sedate the baby? Because I feel like my babies would like disrupt the
I
baby.
know, right? It's
Like,
not
did they
so
give
much-
the baby Benadryl? Because my babies would be like, "Bleh!" And they'd be like, we can't.
I
We've got
know.
to just adjourn or whatever. Like we can't.
Yeah, it's sometimes I feel like it's not so much about being accepted,
Yeah.
but it's also like, what if the baby's freaking out?
Yeah.
And I have to stop in the middle
Yeah.
of it. But then
Yeah.
she took her husband with her, and then I
Yeah.
saw the picture of the baby sitting on his lap, which
Yeah.
is, and then she was.
It was probably
talking.
more as like a statement, you know. It's like,
Oh yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes. Like I think she wants to make.
because I'm sure she
the-
has a nanny. I mean, like you're not. It was the
Yeah,
Prime
I don't
Minister?
know. Yeah, the New Zealand Prime Minister.
Yeah.
I'm sure
New
she wants to
Zealand?
make a statement, you know,
Yeah.
hey, working mom is acceptable and
Yeah.
it's okay, which is great,
Yeah.
you know, there's more and more.
Right. Well, in some
Coming out.
countries,
Yeah,
I feel
some
like this
women.
is America right now. Women, yeah, we don't really care about them. Like, I feel like that's just the general feeling I'm getting from America. Like, segregation, yeah, we want to keep it. Like, I feel like it's just like,
Yes.
we're not going to change. We're sticking our hands in our heels in the sand and saying, no, we don't care who we have to hurt along the way. We want to keep things the way they are, and we want to, if anything, roll it back and subjugate men
Yeah.
or subjugate women and people of color and people that are poor, because now it's really more of an economic divide more than anything.
Yeah. Can't really
sad.
talk much about this country.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because are things pretty bad in Indonesia?
No, where I come from, it's better.
Yeah. You're like,
We're-
actually, Indonesia is looking pretty good right now. So.
You know, we're a developing country,
Yeah.
and yet, and then I realized that after I left my country, of course,
Mhm.
like we have a 3 months maternity leave,
Mm-hmm.
and with full paid,
Which we don't even have.
which you guys don't even have.
This is 3 months and you don't lose your job. I think
No,
up to a year
and then-
you can't lose your job in California, but I think nationwide you can't lose your job for 3 months, but they don't have to pay you. So it's like, how are you gonna do it? Say you're a single mom, or say
Yes.
you're dependent on your
On your
income, a
income,
double
yes.
income household. How are you gonna do it if you don't get paid for 3 months? Like, some people are living
I don't
paycheck to
know.
paycheck.
Yes.
So then you're basically sacrificing, because children are known not to have higher mortality rates if they're put in daycare that young. So it's like, baby, take care of my other kids. I don't know. What should I
Yes.
do? Who's the priority here? And then mom, forget it. Her life is worthless at this point.
Oh
Her
my
sanity
God.
and physical well-being is
It's
obviously.
so hard to be a woman and a mom here.
It's true. It's true.
Oh,
It is.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Oh.
I don't know what to.
I don't
to
either.
say.
I don't either,
I
but
don't
do
know
less
what-
because no one else is gonna let you. I mean, I just feel like if moms don't give themselves the permission to do less and to have higher standards for themselves, who will? I'm sorry, but your men don't care about you. They just don't. Like,
Yeah.
look, and I'm talking in generalities. There are dads out there that are amazing. There are husbands out there that are
Yes.
amazing. There are dads that are supporting their women and they're staying at home. Like, that is happening, and I get that. But on the whole, that's not happening. You know? And I think that, like, for example, my husband's so awesome. I love him so much, but he's not gonna really, like, roll up his sleeves and get in there and be like, Alyssa needs more of a break, you know? Like, I have to get to my breaking point to then insist, like, now he's in charge of dishes. And I noticed this week,
Yes.
I did 2 loads of dishes just because I just really wanted my kitchen to be clean for one day this month.
Yes.
And he, instead of saying, thank you, thanks for helping me get on top of the dishes, the sink's never empty, like, because he just lets it build up, you know? Instead, he just didn't do dishes the next day. It's like he just quietly stopped doing his job. So it's like you give them that little bit of help, and they don't like. If he makes the bed, I'm like, oh, thank you.
You know, I'm here. I hear all this.
Oh, sorry, Jesse. I'm doing this for the greater good. Anyways, he's like, I hear you, but it's true. And that's what's so crazy. So you have to give yourself the permission to say, I'm worth getting help. I am worth doing less, because no one's going to do it for you. Your mom's not going to do it for you. No one's going to do it for you. She's going to tell you to do whatever.
Yes.
Yeah, they're a different generation.
They are.
Yeah.
This,
What's up, Raleigh?
wanna sit here?
Well, I told you have to put pants on if you want to be in the video. No? All right, well, now that my husband's mad at me and my daughter's trying to get in on this video, I guess maybe, is there anything else? There were so many things. Oh, I want to talk about so many things.
I can talk.
You'll have to
all
come
day.
back. You have to
Yes.
come back.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, that's what the whole title of the video was. Oh, you can walk in. It's okay, Marcy. The whole title of the video is Bonus Time Explained. Do you know what this is?
No.
So I had this old 20-year-old cat, and oh, look at this diaper needs changing. Okay, wait, just a minute. You want your bubbly lemonade? Wait, just a minute. Yeah, you need to put some clothes on, Raleigh. You need to put some clothes on. Okay, wait.
Look at it,
Where's her
chippy
bubbly
leg.
lemonade? Where is your bubbly lemonade?
She's
Come
like
here.
Arden.
Oh, isn't he cute? He finally fell asleep.
Come
for
down,
us.
Mira.
Okay, come on, put your feet down.
Gabriela, say hi. Say hi. Ew, another family member. Are you having Mommy Alyssa? Yes?
Here, Raleigh.
Yeah, you're not barking.
Is this one?
Hi.
Let me just rinse this out because there is something else in it.
Ah! Have you seen the PJ Masks? Did they come out of Domino's nose?
Yeah, I think she's really high. Yeah, I might need to give her
Yeah.
her neck.
No?
Yeah.
You don't know? Have you seen them flying around?
I hope the insulin's working because I'm giving her quite a bit.
Ah!
I just never
You
know.
okay?
You need to have a way to
Are you
test the
okay?
insulin. Okay, Riley, let me get you a diaper.
Can I put you next to him? He's finally asleep.
Riley, you can change your diaper. I'm good about it.
Oh, Raleigh, you high, sweetheart.
She has been sweating and sweating.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of warm in here.
Yeah,
But
yes.
you like to sweat.
I
that
am
way.
sweating
I'm
too.
sweating a bit.
Yeah. I have so much things around me.
Okay. Okay, Raleigh. All right, Marcy has your bubbly lemonade. There we go. I did make it, and I handed it to her.
You sweetheart.
Look. Here. Okay, I'm almost done. I have one more thing to say, and then we can play all together, okay? Okay. Yeah, I forgot that's what the title of the video is. It's Bonus Time Explained. So, hi Domino, do you want to be in the video? Oh, sweetie pie. So, so I had this cat, Stussy, and we had this cat, and she was like 20 years old from my childhood. She had diabetes also, so so I learned how to do all of the like pricking her ear and testing her blood for sugar, and then giving her insulin injections. I guess I gave them to her every day.
Okay.
And I had a friend come over, and she's like one of those cats that's like 20 and like moving like this. It can barely move.
Oh.
And my friend he said, how old is she? And I was like, she's 20. He's like, nice. She's on bonus time. And I'm just like, I love that term, bonus time. Like, you should not be here, but you're on like any time now is bonus,
Yes.
you know? And
Okay.
that's how I feel as a mom, because have you seen the movie Red Violin?
No.
So there's this movie, The Red Violin, and the mother and the son die in childbirth, and then the dad paints a violin with their blood. Have you seen that?
Yes.
So
that is
yes.
scary.
So Declan and I were totally the red violin. like what happened to her, like that would have happened to us if it weren't for the advances in modern medicine. They were able to stop the bleeding. They were able to get. We were fine because of what they are able to do now, which is incredible in these hospitals. So I just felt like I'm on like whenever I have like the worst day, just so upset, so tired, I just tell myself, Alyssa, you're on bonus time. Like your life is so amazing right now because it's bonus, you know. And now Raleigh's on bonus time because I mean, back in the day, if you had died, she'd be gone right now.
That's right.
I mean, it started in the 1920s that they started injecting insulin, but even back then, the insulin was not as good as the insulin now. So a lot of people did have, you know, lost fingers and toes. And,
that's a good mantra.
right?
Yes.
Bonus time. How many of us out there are just on bonus time right now? It's like, sky's the limit, you know?
Wow.
F mortality.
That is
Doesn't it really
strong.
like just go, wow?
Yes.
Yeah, like I don't care about aging because I'm on bonus time, right?
That's right.
Yeah, or like I had a really like a near-death experience in a car accident in high school, like bonus time.
Aww.
You know?
That's really strong mantra.
Yeah, so
To
I don't know that my
appreciate
friend knows when he was like teasing my cat for being on bonus time what a difference that made in my life, that concept. But so yeah, that's bonus time explained. Go out there today and be like, I'm on bonus time. Anything could happen.
Yes.
I'm beating the system. Grim Reaper, beware. Okay.
That's right. Cherish the moment.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Alyssa.
Oh, I love you. Thanks
love
for
you
coming.
too.
You're so great.
No, you are great.
Oh, thanks. Mom friends, they're the best.
Yes.
So important. I tell young moms, new moms, I'm like, get good mom friends. You won't regret it. Yeah.
Yes.
They'll keep you sane.
Yes. You know, whatever I say, it makes sense to her, but not to my husband.
That's right.
So
yeah.
I help.
Yeah. It's so important. Anyways, if you don't have mom friends, you can come here every Friday.
Yes.
Like 9:30, 10-ish. I've also got a household thing going on here.
Of
so,
course. Depends on the kids.
Exactly.
Not me.
We'll shoot for 10 on Fridays, Pacific Standard Time. Bad mom jokes. And yeah, come learn how to be a bad mom without losing your kids. No, I'm just kidding. All right, this is it. I think we're going to get out of here. Okay. And then I have to go make up with my husband. He's like, I can hear you. Sorry, Jesse.
I know, that the husband, they don't like to hear the